All right, hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to another edition of Power Connections. I'm gonna get right to it, guys. We got a power player today. Her name is Miss Raven Blair Glover. Miss Glover, how you doing today, sister?
I am doing wonderful. I'm
Woo!
so excited to be here, Kevin.
Oh, thank you
Hey,
so much for your
everybody.
time. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, she's on the West Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I love the connection of the nation here today with Miss Raven. I am so proud of her and excited for her, guys, and just excited about you guys joining us as well. So, guys, thank you for everybody listening right now, live, and those listening later on. Appreciate you. This is going to be one of the best ones yet on the podcast. Hey, my name is Kevin Vaughan. I've been doing this for over 40 years, guys. I'm excited. Raven, you've been our season, no doubt about that as well. So anyway, I love it. Let's get started. You know, Raven, there's so much going on today. I always like my guests to say a few words of encouragement, empowerment, anything you want to say to the audience all around the
Oh,
globe
yeah.
today.
Oh, thank you for asking me. Because, yes, I want to tell everybody don't wait to be great, do it now. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. Because
Yeah.
get this. This is not a scare tactic, it's a
Nope.
reality check.
Yep. Yep.
We're only promised the
Yeah.
moment
Yeah.
that we're in.
Right
So,
now.
what you gonna do
That's right.
with it, huh? Don't waste the space that the good Lord's giving you. That's my message.
Absolutely. And that's the word of the Lord because he said, don't worry about tomorrow, take care of itself. You better take care of the day.
There you
And
go.
it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Hey, I'm not living in yesterday or tomorrow. I'm living right now. Deal
There
with
you
it.
go. Yep.
I love it. Amen.
It's a
Yes.
changing world, changing times. We got to change with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And folks, don't miss those moments, man. Don't miss those moments with your family, right? Your spouse, with
Hmm.
your children.
Love
Don't
upon
wait
them.
till
Yeah.
tomorrow to love them. Love them today. Don't wait till
Love them
tomorrow.
today.
Yeah, love them today.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Especially those grandchildren, and on top of that too,
Oh my
you gotta
God.
love them today.
Oh
Oh,
yes, yes,
I
yes.
love it.
Mine's is getting ready to hit 30, and I love him as much as I did when he was a little baby. He's still my
Exactly.
grandbaby.
Absolutely. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're on Power Connection with Kevin Vaughan. This is where we bring in powerful people like Sister Raven, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about what she does. Hey, real quick, guys, talk show. She's a talk show host. She's a best-selling
Hmm.
author as well. We're going to talk about all of these today. She's a businesswoman. She's also has a podcast agency. She also has Raven International TV Network, Queen of Interviewing and Queen of Marketing and Queen of Conversation, as you can tell. And she's an awesome speaker, ladies and gentlemen. So we're excited about that. But one thing I want to open up with today, guys, that she has been by Jack Canfield. For those who don't know, Jack Canfield, ladies and gentlemen, he is the co-author of the Chicken Soup for Your Soul series. But he has said that Sister Raven is one of the most best interviewers on the planet, man. I tell you, isn't that powerful? And I'm excited about that. And that is pretty cool when you get it from an author like that. So congratulations on that quote. I had to look up who
Thank
he
you.
was. I knew about the book, but I said, let me find out really who he is. He's the author of the book. I love
Yeah,
it.
creator of it. Hmm.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
a
So it,
blessing, of course. You always
amen.
are surprised and happy to get the testimonials. Jack actually
Yeah.
said that while I was interviewing him live
Wow.
on air, and
Yeah.
I was like, did
Yeah,
he just?
exactly. Yeah, yeah, I love it. I love it. Hey guys, let me tell you a little bit about Raven, if you don't mind, what she sent me, guys, so you can a little bit about her, and she can add to it as she needs to, guys. But as a child, she dreamt of being on radio. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. You was a little child prodigy, weren't you? A little genius
Yeah.
when you was a baby. I love it. However, her broadcasting journey didn't begin until 55. That's okay. That's right. It's the thing is, you're gonna get there. We get there, don't we? Mine didn't get there till later either. So I love it.
Yeah.
While sitting in the ICU by her mom's bedside, now she helps people around the world, ladies and gentlemen, step out of the shadows into their spotlight by becoming by becoming the Oprah in their niche, being seen by and heard by millions in their very own interview talk show, podcast, radio, and television series. Since then, Raven's gone on to proudly, guys, ladies and gentlemen, as of April 23rd, 2026, to celebrate 20 years of her talk show journey, which includes coming and a former CNN radio correspondent, 8X award winning talk show host, international bestseller, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. Founder and CEO of Raven International Broadcast Media Empire, amazing women and men power radio station. Beyond the interview, ladies and gentlemen, profitable podcast agency, Raven International Television Network, and the proud recipient of the Barack Obama 2016 President Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations on all of that. Let me take a pause for the cause and congratulate you. You
Thank
guys
you.
join me out there live. Just give her a clap if you can. Okay, give her a clap real quick. I love
I
it.
appreciate it. Yeah.
And
Thank you.
as you can imagine, guys, Raven has interviewed a lot of people, but she's also met some great people as well. On top of that, obviously, but some of the icons that she shared with me and influencers and celebrities that Raven has interviewed are Brian Tracy, ladies and gentlemen, motivational public speaker and self-developing author. Lou Gossett Jr. Oh man, I know that was awesome.
Oh,
Lou Gossett
yeah.
Jr., the
Mhm.
late Oscar-winning actor, ladies and gentlemen. Rhonda Watts, television and podcast radio host, actress, and voiceover artist. Dr. J.B. Hill, grandson to think. Woo, this is great. Grandson to think and grow rich author, Napoleon Hill. Who doesn't like Napoleon Hill
Yes.
stuff?
Yes.
Amen. Yeah,
Yes.
them books
Yes.
changed my life. I'm gonna tell you that much.
Oh, all
Changed
of
my
ours.
life.
Yeah.
And the
Uh-huh.
awesome Les Brown. I had the pleasure of meeting him too, Raven, but Les Brown, the motivator, the renowned speaker, international speaker as well. Kim Coles, woo, I know she's so beautiful, ain't she? Her actress,
Yes.
comedian, and manifestation
Yes.
coach. George Wallace, oh yeah, George, I know he had you cracking probably. I'm sure your ribs probably
Oh
hurt.
yeah. I hardly got a chance to say anything. I just let him rip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's used to just talking, man. That's what the icons do, right? Don Green, CEO of Napoleon Hill Foundation, the Ali Grande Green, four times Emmy Award winner, former producer of the Oprah Winfrey Show. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, LeGrand
Uh,
Green.
Amazing. Oh, I love it. Sherry Shepard. Oh, wow, wow. Actress, Emmy Award winner, talk show host there. Diana Nightingale, podcast radio host, and of course, the widow of Earl Nightingale, another powerful author that changed my life as well as through his books.
Mm-hmm.
Comedian Kathy Griffin, CNN anchor, excuse me, Abby Phillips, actress. Oh, wow, you met the beautiful Jane Kennedy. Woohoo.
Oh
Lisa
yeah,
Ray.
she was Jane
Woo.
Kennedy was my very first celebrity
Wow.
interview.
I
Going back
love
to
it.
2007 when I first
Yeah,
interviewed her.
man. Oh, I love it. I would think most men, guys, I'm 69, so most of you guys that grew up in my era, man, we wanted to marry Sister Jane. She's so beautiful on
Absolutely. And she
television.
just released a book and I interviewed her
Yeah,
at the end of last year. So she's doing Plain Jane. Yeah, and she looks
yeah.
still looks beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know it. Yeah, I love it,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, praise
Yeah.
God for that. And Lonnie Ali, wife and widow of Muhammad Ali, that just
Mhm.
to name a few people. Wow, congratulations
Yeah.
on all those
Thank
wonderful
you.
connections.
Thank you.
Wow, incredible.
It's been a
Well,
journey.
amen, amen. Well, Raven, I'm gonna give you the mic, and what do you want us to know today about you a little bit?
Oh my goodness, you did good. I don't think if there's anything left, you did excellent. I'm just everyday people, everyday folks, as they used to say back in the day. That's
Yeah,
gone through her journey.
yeah.
As a kid, I used to ask my dad to build me a stage. I knew I wanted to be
Wow,
something dealing with
wow.
stage. He never built it, unfortunately.
That's
I
okay.
never really got the stage, so I built my own stage,
Yeah,
and this is it like you
yeah.
have your own stage, so
Oh,
and
I
I
love
built
it.
one, and then like you and I were talking about offline, it
Yeah,
started off for me, and then I just said, well, let me just build a network, and
yeah,
I help other people build their podcast, create their podcast, radio, TV show, and
yeah.
we have a media like you, magazine, and books, and all of that. And the
Hmm.
best part about it is I'm sure you feel the same way. We don't need no FCC license. We don't need anybody to give us permission. We gave ourselves permission to succeed, permission to take the power of our
Yeah,
voice and a heartfelt message and just run with it.
yeah.
And that's the cool thing about nowadays. You don't have to wait to be great. That's why I said
Oh,
don't. You don't have
that's
to,
right.
so don't. If one
That's
thing
right.
doesn't work out, there's plenty of other stuff. And thank goodness for AI. I
Yeah,
don't care how you feel about AI. Let me tell you this: the cat's out the bag,
right.
and it ain't going back.
That's right. That's
But for
right.
people like us, Kevin, you're younger than me, but for people like us, we're like, why didn't AI come along like 10, 15 years ago? It would make my life a lot easier. So,
Yeah.
figure out what you do like about it. Don't
Hmm.
focus on
Hmm.
what you don't like about it because we have choices. At least
Yeah.
we still do today. I haven't
Yeah.
looked at the news yet. It could have changed. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
Exactly. I love it.
But
I
right
love it.
now, as far as I know, we still can
Yeah.
make choices. We still can make our
Yeah.
own decisions. So
Yeah.
figure out what you like. And especially those of us that's in broadcasting, I'm going to talk mainly because that's what I'm in. There's so
Yeah.
many things that AI can do to make it easier for you
Yeah.
and in any business. And you know what, y'all? In personal too, in personal
Yeah.
life too. But
Yeah.
I'm just glad to be here, Kevin. I'm so glad
Oh,
we our
man.
paths cross on Facebook, and thank you. But you said it good. Just ask me. I'm an open book, y'all. I'm an
Uh,
open book. I'm from the old school, so we tell it
yeah.
all.
Amen. I love it, Raven. Hey, guys, if you're just joining us, man, I got the awesome and powerful Raven Glover with us today. Raven, I was just thinking about while you was talking, how powerful our ancestry is, our parents and
Hmm.
grandparents and so forth.
Hmm.
Tell us about that DNA. Did you have some other folks in media that are in your family tree? Where did all this come from, man? Who's speaking and, just being a nice person
Yeah.
for where did that all come
Our
from? It come
parents
from
had
mom
a
and
chain of
daddy?
restaurants. Yeah, my mom and dad, they
Ah,
had a chain of restaurants in Ohio,
gotcha.
and I can't cook. Okay, I told my husband that, I can't cook. He knew it from the get. Didn't
Right,
want to
right.
cook because I had to spend so much time at the restaurants. When we
Yeah,
got out of
exactly.
school, we came to the restaurant and
Right.
everything because they wanted to make sure they brought up good little girls and good
Yeah,
little boys. So we went to school
yeah,
and came there. They were pretty strict back then, but
yeah, yeah.
I hated it back then. But as a
Right.
parent and a grandparent now, I think, and I see what's going on now.
Absolutely.
I feel
Yep.
like, wow, we still
Protect.
need to keep some of those old time things we
Yeah,
used to do, our parents used to do, because
yeah,
everybody's gone crazy now. Okay.
yeah,
But
yeah,
anyway, no, but they were very entrepreneur. And that's
yeah,
definitely where I get my entrepreneur and vision
yeah,
part of my spirit from.
yeah, yeah,
But I was the only one that had a love for speaking in school. I used to do the debates, the spelling
yeah,
bees, and anything. I'm telling you, anything that can get me on stage, count me in.
yeah,
This
exactly.
girl wanted to be seen and heard. How many of you
Exactly.
listening to me feel like I want to be seen and heard? And
That's right.
I've
Mm-hmm.
always felt dismissed. I always felt overlooked, unacknowledged, no matter how
Mm-hmm.
hard I tried. I ran track, 250-yard dash, used to run with the pole and jump over and
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of stuff. I would do anything. And then guess what, y'all? None of that worked. So then I started being the trouble child, getting
Yeah,
in fights. It was just like whatever I can do to get attention, you know.
yeah,
And
yeah,
I don't, to be honest, I think it came from just my parents were building their restaurant empire. And so there was very little family time. And
yeah,
I think
yeah,
it just probably came from wanting more from them,
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Right.
And as
Absolutely.
an adult, I understand now that they were building the best future they could. And back
Yeah.
then, for a black family to have
Right.
three restaurants was a
Yeah.
big
That's a
deal.
lot of
And they
work.
weren't
That's a
rich.
lot
They were
of
just,
work, Raven.
yeah, my father worked for
Oh,
Ford Motor. I think it was
yeah,
Ford Motor Company, one of those motor companies.
yeah.
And so they weren't rich. They just took whatever money borrowed from the
Right.
house and whatever to give us a better life. But for some
Yeah,
reason, I felt neglected. And a lot of it
yeah.
was also I was the baby in the
Oh,
family.
gotcha.
Baby, they're, oh, get away, go sit down, get a.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So my hunger for wanting to get out there is what got me here now. But unfortunately, you know how, Kevin, we're so busy building our lives that we don't
right,
stop
right.
to really
That's right.
figure things out. I was always
Yeah,
just go. It's like
right.
I'm a visionary, so if I get an idea, I'm gonna go with it, and I'm okay
Yeah,
with failing forward. And so
yeah.
I never just meditated. I never plan. I'm not an analytical person. I always tell everybody it's like I don't have an analytical
Uh-huh.
bone in my body. I'm just like go. Let me see, Alex Mendoza. He says shoot and then fire. There's no way, I just, okay, this is what I want to do. And then I'm angry. What did he say? I
Right.
think it's shooting fire or something like that. I don't do a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
planning and stuff.
yeah.
That's just never
Right,
me. I plan as I go.
right,
And
right.
the
That's
plan
good.
is the
It's,
vision. And
yeah,
then let's go.
Yeah, exactly. Some people got that gift, man. They just planted it. It's like building a car as you're flying down the street, you know?
I think, well, I don't know if it's a gift. I think it's got something to do with me probably
Gotta
being,
be.
because I, ADHD, just always, because my mother and dad, they had a hard time. I was always doing this, doing that, doing this.
Yeah.
My mother used to say, just stick with one thing. No sooner than we put money in you for one thing, then you
Right.
changed your mind,
Right.
So for
Yep.
me to have just celebrated 20 years, I know you said 40,
Yeah.
congratulations for that, to
Yeah.
celebrate 20 years of being a talk
Yeah.
show host. My mom's
Yeah.
gone now, my dad's gone, and I just I just know they're so proud of me for sticking to one thing for
Absolutely.
20
I know they're
years.
smiling and thanking the Lord for you today.
Yeah,
Amen.
and I'm
That's powerful.
75. I started at
Yeah.
55. I just turned 75. So
Wow.
to be doing it, during the older time in my life too,
Yes, ma'am.
so.
That's great. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, this is Raven, Miss Raven, guys, live on the network today. She's our power player of not only this month, but next month as well. Just going to flow over to the next month
Yeah, you're
as
gonna be
well.
on my show. You're gonna be on
Yeah,
my
looking forward
show.
to that. Amen. Amen. You know, Raven, I was thinking as you was talking too, let's talk about your interviewing skills there as well. I wanted to ask you about
Okay.
what up to date, what is your most memorable one? And then also, who would you like to interview in the future?
Okay. Well, I'm going to answer those two questions, but first, let me tell you the missed interview I did. And
Okay.
we kind of celebrate every Mother's Day on this, and
Mm.
it's called Interview Your Moms, and we feature
Ah,
amazing moms, past and
yeah.
present. So those of you that's got moms out there, we're going to start promoting next week. We'd love to interview you about your mom if she's not
Hmm.
around, so you can share the
Yeah.
story,
Yeah.
or we encourage you to interview on your mom, and then you send it to me and we air it on our radio station and the TV channel if you do a video. So
Wow.
we do that. We haven't done that I think since right before COVID, but we were going to start
Right.
it back up
Yeah,
next
that's
month.
good.
So I'm excited about that. So the
Hmm.
interview that I missed was the interview with my mom. And so
Mm.
that's the one that I wished I had.
Yeah.
I kept trying, but she was so
Yeah.
sick, and she
Yeah.
would say, "You know," because if I asked her one or two questions, I used to have my little remote
Yeah. Right.
recorder, and I put it in my
Yeah.
pocket. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to mom.
Right. Right.
I was like, Mom, what did you tell me about that story? Remember that poem you used to tell us all the time? And
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
started talking, and then Kevin, she say, "Are you trying to interview me?" I'm like, she said, "No." So I
Exactly.
missed that. I missed that. And I
Yeah. I
encourage
know.
anybody, if you still have your mom, please interview them.
Yeah.
And not about anything serious, just interview them. You know how
Yeah.
we hear
Whatever they want.
our
Yeah.
parents tell us those stories over and over again. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
yes, mom, yes, dad. I've
Yeah.
heard that story 15 times. Let me tell you, when they're gone, you be wishing that you could hear that story again. I know a lot
Absolutely.
of your listeners and my
Yeah.
listeners that are listening to this will feel the
Yeah.
same way. And you're like, yep, yep, yep. Here
Yeah.
I am,
Please do that.
75, and I still have
Yeah.
moments I say, I want my
Yeah.
mom and dad back because I
Yeah.
miss
Right.
them. Once they're gone, they're gone. All
Absolutely.
you have is your memories. So to have
Yeah.
an interview that you can go back to is amazing. Now, which
Absolutely.
interview I think you said
The
that
most
touched you the
memorable.
most?
Yeah. Yeah. The most.
The
Yeah.
one with Montel Williams.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, yes,
Oh.
the one with Montel Williams. I think I interviewed Montel. It was probably 2008 or 2009,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just so raw and so vulnerable in
Yeah.
it, and he I could hear his voice cracking. So I could tell he was holding back tears. He was
Right.
talking about a time when he was, I think he said he was in Vegas or somewhere,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
getting ready to do a show, and he ended up passing out or something. And when he woke up, he was on a gurney, and so he was talking
Wow.
about that. And it was so
Wow.
touching. It was so raw and real. And this was right after he had gone off the air, and he was starting to do, I think, internet radio
Gotcha.
under his own brand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't Montella. I think it was under some kind of product he was selling, like a network marketing product, where they
Gotcha.
were building a show around it.
Okay.
But that's probably the most memorable one. And what was the other question you asked me?
Yeah,
Who
about the
would I?
future. Yeah, the future
Yeah.
one you're probably pursuing or will have sometime in the future. You like to interview person.
Wow, there's such a list. There's
Yeah,
such a list. Yeah, probably, I would probably say like anybody else, Oprah would be great, because she's
yeah,
and Sherry Shepherd, because the interview I did on Sherry
yeah.
Shepherd
Wow.
um, was years ago, and it was on the
Yeah.
red carpet. So it was like just
Wow.
a few minutes, but still I got a chance to ask her
Right,
a couple
right. Oh
questions.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
smart enough to videotape it, so we still have
Yeah.
it as one of our interviews. But I would love to have a full interview with her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be
Yeah. That's
great. One
powerful.
of
That's
her
wonderful.
Oprah. I'll take either one.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Miss Raven Glover, ladies and gentlemen, about her extraordinary background in media, guys, television, and all the above. Hey, Raven, I want to go back to capturing our elders. We gotta go. I got to go back to that because I did
Okay.
that with my grandparents on the VHS camera. Man, I had a camera. As long as I got approval, I was recording everybody. Well, let's go back to that, please, guys, ladies, and gentlemen. Everybody got, of course, get permission. Don't get permission from them, but capture your mom, your dad, your grandma,
Hmm.
grandpa, uncles, and aunties. Let them know you have a little program and you interview them, guys. I don't care if
Yeah.
it's just audio or video. Can you talk a little bit more about that? I think that's so important, especially for the next generation that may never see them, but will hear
Yeah.
their voice or see them. Yeah.
Absolutely, Kevin. And even have your kids interview you. Okay.
Yeah,
If
that's a
you
good
have
idea.
children, whether they're even if they're little,
Yeah.
tell them to
Right.
write out the three
Yeah.
questions they would ask you.
Right.
It's
Right.
just I think right now with
Yeah.
all the crazy stuff that's going on,
Yeah.
it's like your moms, your dads, your kids,
Yeah.
just interview your family because
Right.
I mean they have all these sites where they will connect your family tree and all that, and that's
Right.
important.
Right.
But the power of hearing their voice and their conversations, and
Hmm.
and they don't have to be gone for you to enjoy the interview. Once you
Right.
interview them, have a
Yeah.
collection of the interviews of your
Yeah.
family. Have a collection of them,
Yeah.
and for people like us, bring them on your
Hmm.
show,
Right.
bring them on
Right.
your show because they're
Yeah.
part of your family and they have
Hmm.
dreams and they have visions and they have
Hmm.
books and they have hobbies. Make them
Hmm.
fitness show. Create another show, right, Kevin? Just
Yeah.
create another
Yeah.
show. Put it on your
Exactly.
network. It's like one of
Exactly.
our babies.
Easy. That's an easy one right there. Yeah. You can easily do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
The
yeah.
family show, the Vaughan family show. Let's talk.
There you go. There you go. Let's talk. Let's
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
and get to know everybody. Hey, that's an idea. We both will probably end up starting our family show, right? But yeah,
Yeah.
and as you get older, oh my
Yeah.
God, you will
Yeah.
so appreciate it. I
Oh,
think
oh, yeah.
when I was like,
Absolutely.
I was always
Right.
a family kid. I was the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I remember when I worked for my corporate jobs, my boss would
Yeah.
be so upset with me because they would say, "This is not your house. This is the job." Because I would have family of my mom, and I didn't have like
Yeah.
the little pictures. I had the big old 8 by 10, 10 by 11, 10 by 11. So
Yeah.
my whole little booth had my mom picture, my dad
Wow.
picture, my kids picture, everything, everything. It was like my little family corner. Why did I do
Right.
that? Because
Right.
that was my why. Everything was about my family.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always been. And so when I quit a job or got fired from a job, I just bagged my little family up and
Yeah.
we go find
Exactly.
another booth.
I love it. That's right. There's always a way, ain't it? That's all we do, solve
Always a
problems.
way. Always a way. So
Amen.
I said that to
Yeah.
say, as you get older,
Yeah.
oh, family becomes so important because you know why so
Oh,
many
yeah.
have passed. And
Yeah.
even if it's not passed in your family, you watched your best friend or
Yeah.
someone in your families on their
Yeah.
side lost family. So you
Yeah.
see, as you get older, there's so
Yeah.
many that have passed away
Right.
lately. It's so many that have had strokes and all
Yeah.
this stuff, and so the
Right.
value of life,
Yeah.
and it's hard to believe that when we were younger we took life for, I mean, you know what I'm saying, we didn't, I don't think we
Yeah.
valued it the
Oh no,
same.
we
We
just
took it
trying
for
to. Yeah, we just
granted.
trying to do.
We
Yeah, we just
thought,
trying
okay,
to.
we
Yeah.
expected to wake up. I still expect to
Right.
wake up, but
Right.
as you get older you realize you may not.
Yeah.
And it
Exactly.
doesn't have to be
Yeah.
that you're sick. It
Right.
doesn't have to be around your age.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to get too religious, but I'm going to say it because I'm going to speak from the heart person. The,
Yeah.
the good book says,
Yep.
that, it comes in a thief like a thief at night, right?
Yeah,
even the
right.
middle of the night. So
Right.
we just
Right.
don't know. Going back to don't
No.
wait to be great, do it now. So whatever
Yeah.
dreams you have,
Yeah.
whatever visions, if you have the power within you, who is that? Well, Napoleon Hill. He
Yeah.
said, whatever the man can, a man of, I always say the mind of a man or a woman can
Hmm.
conceive or believe,
Right.
they can achieve it.
That's right.
And
Hmm.
so we have to go with that, y'all. Don't let no naysayers keep you from doing what
Yeah.
you want to do. Don't
No.
let your age keep you from what
Yeah.
where you want to do. I don't know about you, Kevin, but I always speak 104 in existence. That's my dream year. I hope, to be,
Yeah.
good enough to stay on this earth and
Yeah.
lucky and blessed enough to stay on this earth and live for
Yeah.
104. Now, I don't
Yeah.
plan on working until
Right.
104, but I do feel
Hmm.
like I want to build until I
Yeah.
can't build anymore. Let's put it like
Right.
that. And
Right.
not just for me, but
Yeah.
for people that feel dismissed. If
Yeah.
you're feeling
Yeah.
dismissed out there, if you're
Yeah.
feeling overlooked, you
Yeah.
feel like, why is everybody getting awards? Why is all this happening to everybody? You know, I want to help them. Those are the people, those are my
Yeah.
peeps. Those are my
Yeah.
peeps. I interview celebrities, y'all, and thought leaders because I'm that little raven that used to want her dad to build her a stage,
Yeah.
and I wanted to be a Jane Kennedy and all these different people.
Right.
That's
Right.
what my dream was, really, to be an
Yeah.
actor. And then I started sneaking to the local neighborhood radio station in Cleveland, Ohio, WJMO. Shout out to WJMO. Back then, Mike Payne, the Lover Man, and Leon Isaac, and all them was our DJs back then. And I
Hmm.
just loved the radio station. So then I started having a love for the radio. But like I said, it didn't start till I was 55 by my mom's
Yeah.
bedside. That's because I was forced to sit down for the 3 weeks
Hmm.
she was in the ICU unit. And it gave me a chance to listen to the voice inside me guide me because I
Yeah.
wasn't running around being busy. I was forced to be still and,
Yeah.
worried, is mom going to make it? Did she live her dreams? Did she live her life just for us, or what? And then
Yeah.
I heard a man on a conference call named Alex Mendozian say the quickest way to become an expert is to interview them, interview people that wrote books, interview people that have
Yep.
gone through their challenges and came out
Yep.
on the other side, and interview
Yep.
them on a free conference call line, Kevin. Back then, it's just a free conference call line. And
Right.
he said, all you do, even if you don't know nothing about the subject, you find people that
Right.
you feel
Right.
are in the circle of what you want to do. Let them
Hmm.
come on and
Yep.
share their stories on how they did their how they got past it in their challenges. And
Yeah.
even if you didn't have an audience, they had an audience, and if they share
Right.
to their audience, your audience would grow.
Yep.
And that I
Yep.
wrote down, the quickest way to become an expert is to interview experts. I grabbed a piece of paper, Kevin. I drew a line down the middle.
Yep.
I said,
Yep.
what do I need to do and where do I need to begin? And right from the hospital, y'all, right from the hospital, I borrowed
Whew.
the computer in the waiting room and I started Googling how to do a podcast. What the heck
Yeah.
is a
Right.
podcast?
Right.
How do I
Right.
get people to come on my show? And I
Hmm.
put my show together from the hospital. The first show
Yep.
launched
Yep.
April 23rd, 2006. Here we are 20 years later.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wonderful. I
these
love
are
it.
some of
I
the
love
great
it.
people we interviewed and stuff.
Yes, I
That's how
love
it
it.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Matter of fact, as you know, with this wonderful device here, you can do an
Yeah.
interview while you in a passenger seat
Yes, 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 yes.
of
I
a
had a
car.
little
Yeah.
recorder that I would
Yeah.
take, but yeah,
Yeah.
there's no excuse. And
Yeah. No
it was
excuse
the
to that.
best thing I did. I wished I could have did it years before, but
It's okay.
I see another, at least another 10 years of broadcasting,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I'll be off on the island with my handsome husband somewhere, but at least another 10
Amen.
years.
Yeah, I
So I
love
want to
it.
help
That's what.
you, and you help you get your voices out there.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about. And as you know, Raven,
Hmm.
there's nothing too hard for the Lord. So you just ask him, and I'm sure he'll grant your wishes and needs there or whatever you want. So, nothing's too hard for the Lord. There's so many prophets that not challenge God, but they ask God for what they call ridiculous stuff, and he did it, and they believed. So we could do the same thing today as well. So,
Absolutely.
yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
I love it. Hey, Raven, tell us about your television network. What's going on there? The TV side. What's going on there?
Oh my goodness. You know what? We do more on we started out pre-COVID,
Uh-huh.
launching Raven International TV. We also
Yeah.
have Careers from Home TV. We have Short Talks TV and a few
Wow.
other channels.
Wow.
And I kind of went back to audio during COVID.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you should mention it because in, I think, June or July, we'll be launching two new channels. I can't say what they are
Right.
now,
Right.
but they're definitely for coaches, speakers, authors.
Yeah.
Everything's mostly business. We do
Right.
nothing but positive programming. We don't do any men hating, men
Right.
bashing,
Right.
women bashing.
Right.
Definitely don't do any politics or anything like
Right.
that.
Yep.
So we keep it positive programming. All of my channels, podcast, radio, and TV, and my books and magazines are all about uplifting people and moving them forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
I let the news people do their thing.
Right.
I've learned
Right.
to stay in my lane. I'm not,
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
not trying to create
Right.
a topic around a controversial thing. That's just not me. And I can tell Kevin that's not you either. You're
Nope.
just from our short conversation, we're both very positive,
Yeah.
you can do it type people. And
Hmm.
that's our lane. And that's who we are from our
Yeah.
core. And I
Yeah.
always think if you stick with who you are for your by your who you are at your core, and
Yeah.
not try to be anybody but your authentic self, because
Right.
everybody's not going to like you anyway.
Mm-mm.
Everybody is not going to like you anyway.
Right.
Somebody's going to talk about you. So, don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about
Nope.
attracting the people that don't like you. Attract the people that are like minded. And it's not
Yeah.
about the numbers, it's about what you're going to do with the numbers you have. So if you got five
Yeah.
people, and those
Yeah.
five people share with five more people, and those five people share with five more people, there you go.
Yep. That's it.
Right? There
That's the
you go.
science. That's the
There you
science.
go.
It works. It works every day, Raven, as you already know. It works
Yeah.
every day. And if you
There
work
you
it,
go.
guys, with enthusiasm. Matter of fact, let's talk about mindset today,
Enthusiasm.
Raven. How important is
Yes.
mindset today?
Mindset is everything. That mindset
Yes,
is
it
the
is.
key. If you have
Yeah.
a bad
Yeah.
mindset, you're probably not going to reach your goals because your mindset will get in your way. All your
Yeah.
buts, but this, but that will get in your way. Mindset is the key, but with saying that, I
Mm-hmm.
like to keep it real. It's harder nowadays than ever. So when
Yes.
something gets so difficult, like the things we're going through right now, the first thing you got to look at to keep your mindset fresh is what do you need to pull away from?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know staying up on the news is important, but if it's messing with your mindset, you
Right.
know, narrow it down.
Right.
Definitely don't look at it at the beginning of your day. Like
Right.
I'm like, I'll wake up sometime. I'm like, okay, let me just make sure we're here. We shouldn't
Yeah.
run from
Yeah.
shelter. Okay, check
Right.
it. Give yourself 5 or 10 minutes. Get out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Just to make
Yeah.
sure everything's okay. That nobody's coming to get us. You're safe. You don't
Right.
have to run
Right.
for a storm. So I do believe
Right.
you got to stay alert, but you
Yeah.
got to pull back from that. You got to
That's
pull
right.
back from it and take some time to listen to something that does lift you up. I like to listen to, I don't know if you remember him, the late Jim Rome,
Yes.
Rohn, Rome.
Yes,
Love
ma'am.
listening. So I've got him saved on my YouTube uh, uh,
Yeah.
favorites. And
Yep.
every
Another
night
powerful.
I fall asleep on Jim Rome talking about something positive. And I
Right.
wake up and that one's still playing because I have it set so it's still playing all night. Now people tell me I'm not supposed to be listening to it, but it works for me. Another thing is if because I'm a human. I'm not AI. I am not AI, but I believe in AI. But I'm very human. So I have
Mm-hmm.
my highs and I have my lows, and I have my
Mm-hmm.
lows and I have my highs, right? So what
Yeah.
I like to
Yeah.
do is put on some music, what's Pharrell's song, I'm happy or wobble
Yeah.
wobble,
Right.
something
Yeah.
that or some
Right.
old school
Oh
song
yeah, I got
that
some
makes
good ones,
me
man. Yeah.
happy. Yeah, that makes
Absolutely.
me happy.
Yep.
And it's a good way to exercise, get in the morning, get your day started. Think of the things that make you happy. And
Mm-hmm.
whatever you do for your mindset, if you can, and I know it's very hard, if you can, for at least the first couple hours of your day,
Yeah.
don't check the email.
All right.
on your phone or your computer, because 9 times out of 10 there will be something in that email from a bill collector, from something that's going to either upset you or something that's going to
All
take you
right.
down a rabbit hole, so to speak, right? It's going to take
Yep.
you from there, and then the
Yep.
next thing you
Yep.
know, you clicked on a link and somehow you're on Facebook or somehow you're on this, and then you totally forgot what your day is going to start
Right.
for. All that
Absolutely.
stuff interferes with your mindset and your productivity for the day. So mindset is key. Now, what you do
Yes.
with it is up to you, because you're the
Yep.
person that has to control yourself. We can't control each other. We have to make the decision that I'm the boss of me and this is what I'm going to do today, because I
Yep.
know nobody knows better than you what
Yeah.
motivates you, what inspires you, what keeps
Yeah.
you going. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, we're talking to the amazing and awesome Raven Glover. Ladies and gentlemen, she is a businesswoman, CEO, founder of everything, author. I love it. And exciting, what I call attitude here as well towards media. And she can help us every day to stay motivated in this area. You know, one area, Raven and I wanted to talk about is our young adults. So I want you to talk to our young adults out there, specifically the ones that are entrepreneurial. They have,
Yeah.
have dreams and ideas, and maybe to become a talk show host, maybe to run their own television network, have their own
Yes.
media
Yes.
empire. Can you talk to those both men and women a little bit about that? A little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll be happy to. But I'd like to start off by congratulating all of our young people, because they got it going
Yeah.
on now. You know, our
Oh, you
young
guys
people
are brilliant.
nowadays are you're very smart. You're very
Very
wise.
smart.
You know, you
Very
guys
smart.
are getting into crypto and all this stuff, and you are
Yeah.
really throwing yourselves into AI.
Yep.
There,
Yep.
right now, this moment, young adults
Mm.
are getting really close to making $1 million and more.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
they say AI will present more millionaires and even billionaires,
Yeah.
in our lifetime. I mean,
Yeah.
really, and
Makes
it's
sense.
moving quick. So
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say, have your fun. You don't want to grow up too quickly. I do believe in
Right.
that. I believe you need to
Yes.
have your fun,
Right.
but put your life first. What do you want to
Yeah.
do with your life? You
Yeah.
know, and really, like I see these young ladies that are getting into real estate and they look so beautiful, they're sharp there, and they still like to party, but all that is after they made their money, honey. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. So make that money, honey. Okay. And for our
Right.
young men, okay, you guys, I'm so proud of you. I am so
Yep.
proud to see you, because you're making your own way so that you don't
Yeah.
have to get your mom and dad that may not be doing that and them
Right.
getting in a financial
Yep.
hole because you're not doing it. So this is super great that you guys are smart enough. So I
Yeah.
say the same thing said at the beginning of the show. Don't wait to be great. Do it now. Even though you're 17, 18, 19, 20, you can still keep it going now. You
Yep.
don't have to wait like I did to 55 years old. You can do
Yeah.
it now. Don't let nobody
Right.
tell you no, because
Yep.
instead when they say no, you say, let's go and do it. That's what I
Exactly.
got to say.
Absolutely. That's great. I love it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I trust you taking this wonderful advice here from Miss Raven today, ladies and gentlemen. And thing is, I love about where we're at today, Raven, is that we have gone through some things and we can help you out a little bit, y'all, young people out there. Anybody that's younger than us, we can help you and at least navigate. We're not going to do it for you, and we're not going to tell you what to do. But if you ask a lot of questions, we can give you some information, okay, that helps you out. And you can
Yeah.
still check us out, but our goal is to help you navigate through a little bit of through life without going through the pitfalls, and we can save
Yeah.
you a lot of time, in other words, maybe as
Yes,
well. Yeah,
absolutely,
yeah, that's
absolutely,
powerful.
and everybody needs a mentor.
Yeah,
Everybody. I don't care.
yeah,
You need
yeah,
a mentor to.
yeah,
Our boy, our man, Les Brown always says you can't see
yeah,
the picture for being in the frame. See, y'all, we're
right,
young and old. We're in the
yeah,
frame. We're in the
right,
frame, so we're stuck in that frame. We can't see above it or
yeah,
beyond it. But when
yeah,
you get a mentor, you
yeah,
can see. Oh, it can make sense. They're going to
yeah.
help you go
Oh, I
there. And
love
the
it.
good thing is mentors come in all forms and fashions. You
Yeah,
can get
yeah,
a human mentor and you
yep,
can get an AI mentor
that's
and
right.
you can get a book, you can get an audio, you can get a course. All of
Yeah,
that is mentoring you. So start where you're at, but don't be afraid to stretch yourself. I remember
There
when
you
I
go.
first started, I was
Yeah.
jumping on free conference calls.
Right.
That's how I heard about what Alex said. And then I
Right.
went from free conference calls because I didn't have any money back then. I was 55 years old, making $10 an hour, working 20 hours a week. So I was almost broke. How could I help my mother when she got out the hospital when I could
Yeah.
barely help myself? So
Right.
I started investing in audio series, okay?
Right.
And then
Right.
I, because I'm more of an auditory than
Right.
somebody
Right.
that likes to read and stuff. So you got to know who you are. If you like
Right.
video, stay on YouTube,
Yeah.
but learn the way that you're going to receive it
Right.
quicker, that
Yeah.
you're more excited about receiving it. So don't feel
Yeah.
like you got to read something if you're somebody that likes to listen or
Yeah.
somebody to watch. Okay, you can do all three, but find the way that's going to get you excited, that's going to where you
Yeah.
will stick with it and learn it and then do it. And then eventually I went from audios and books to buying courses,
Hmm.
and not
Hmm.
your $97 courses, but to the
Hmm.
597. And then
Right.
eventually I got from that to getting
Yeah.
my first mentor for 15,000 because I heard her say before she was my mentor,
Yeah.
that if you want that client to pay you thousands of dollars, you
Yeah.
better have invested in someone and paid 1,000. If you want somebody to give you 25K, you better have invested 25K. You
Yeah.
can't get what you're not willing to give, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that opened up my eyes, and I invested in Lisa Sasevich, the great Lisa, Queen of Sales Conversion. And that took me up 3 times the amount that I was
Yeah.
making before her. Was it scary at first?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. I was like everybody else, buyer's remorse. What the heck did I do? How am I going to do that? But I had
Right.
so much respect for her. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to let her down. And,
Right.
I knew I didn't
Yeah.
want to let myself down or my husband and I because of the
Right.
money that we invested. But I wasn't
Right.
even making enough at that time to pay for my monthly payment because I got on monthly
Right.
payment plan. Thank God
Right.
for monthly payment plans. I love them.
Yeah.
And I always make sure my products have them because I probably would not be where I am now if there was
Yes.
not a payment plan. And if they don't have one, y'all, before you say no, ask them. They may
Right.
open it up
Right.
for you. I've done it many times for people because I
Yeah.
can tell, as Les Brown says again, how hungry they are. And I just say, if I
Yeah.
do this for you, what are you going to do to commit to this?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Good
Okay.
point. Good
And a lot of
point.
times it's not about the money. How much time are you willing to commit?
Right.
How much
Right.
work are you
Right.
willing to commit? Everybody puts
Right.
everything on the money, but you can, I don't know about you. I bought things and put them under the virtual bed before, and
Yeah.
and I thought I was going to be all in it, but I was just,
Right. Right.
what they
Yeah.
call it. What's the thing that people call shiny object? Send them the next
Yeah.
thing. I
Exactly.
told y'all I had ADHD, and the next thing, bug go by, I'm fly go by.
Got another good one over here. Let me go over here and get with this one. Yeah. Yeah. I
And
know.
never looked at it. So
Right.
don't blame
Right.
it on the mentor. Check yourself. Are you doing the
Yeah.
work? Did you do it, or did you just invest and you had that shiny, shiny
Amen.
object
Oh,
syndrome?
I love it. I love it. Hey guys, you can see why we got Miss Raven on Power Connections. She's a power player, guys, in her own right, and we just thank God for her today. Thank God for her time. Hey, Raven, we got to talk about. I want to give you this final minutes here to
Okay.
give us some takeaways, final thoughts, and a call to action. Whatever you want to tell us today, ma'am. Appreciate you.
Well, my first final thought is keep following this man, keep listening to him, keep learning from him, and keep investing in all the great things he has. He has his own media empire going on too. Okay. The second thing I was gonna say, keep believing in your dreams, even though things look a little dim right now, and I'm sure a little confusing to you. They look
Yeah.
confusing to me. Sometimes I have to
Yeah.
stop and say, what they say,
Yeah.
what does
What's
that
going
mean?
on?
Look it up
Yeah.
and stuff. Stay educated but
Yeah.
not fearful. Okay,
Right.
stay educated but not fearful. um Control the controllable. Okay, things
Mm-hmm.
you cannot control, step away from it. If you want to get involved in what's going on in the world and you want to make a difference, we need people like you. I'm not one of
Yeah.
those people. I stay in my lane. I'm not going to go out and hold up a sign. That's just not who I
Right. Right.
authentically am. But
Right.
I am so glad we have people that do that. So if
Yes.
that's you, just be careful. Do it in a safe way and use your brain. Think
Yeah.
first. Don't be
Yeah.
so reactional that you
Yeah.
forget thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. The rest I'm gonna
Hmm.
say, there's other ways you can put your word in, your invaluable words in. You can write letters. There's other things you can do.
Yep.
Going back to it, control the controllable, make smart, wise decisions.
Yep.
You know, don't just make your decisions under reactions. That can get us in trouble. That can get all of us in trouble. Okay. Each and every one of us have done this in our times,
Yeah.
and we're like, why didn't I think first? It's so
Right.
important
Yeah.
more now than ever
Yeah.
to
Right.
think. Think
Right.
before you move. Okay. Make smart
Definitely.
decisions, but don't be
Yep.
afraid to go
Yeah.
out there, especially in business, and stretch and make a bigger decision than you normally, because this is a time, guys, to
Yeah.
not play small. This is the
Right.
time to step up. Remember, I just said to the youngins a few minutes ago that they are building, millionaires are coming along now. And
Yep.
now I've
Yep.
actually been on some um, webinars,
Yeah.
and I don't even think these people, the ones I've been on, are
Mm.
in their have hit 30 yet. And they're
Wow.
so smart. They're
Oh,
so
absolutely.
bright. They're making
Absolutely.
so much money. I am
Yeah.
so proud
Yeah.
of our youth right now. I
Yeah.
really am.
Yeah.
Those that have managed and are blessed enough to stay out of the drug lane and all that.
Yeah.
And for
Right.
those of you that may be listening that are still going through that, just because what you're doing today does not define you and who you are
Right.
and what you're going to
Right.
do tomorrow. Okay, many people that are millionaires now
Yeah.
went were living in rough neighborhoods. I've interviewed many of them. They were on drugs. I've
Yeah.
interviewed many of them, even some of the celebrities I interviewed, ordinary
Yeah.
people with extraordinary stories. We all are going to go through something, but it doesn't define who we are or
Right.
what our
Right.
future is going to be.
That's
Okay,
right. Right.
you do have the power within you to change. You just got to make that decision and
Yep.
get the right help, stick with
Yep.
it, and do the thing that's going to give you the power to be a better person, whether in business or life.
Oh, I love it, Raven. Well said, no doubt about it. One of my mentors, Raven, says, no matter how you got here, you're here. Okay, period.
Yeah,
You are here,
yeah,
you have purpose, and you are here for purpose, guys. So we're here to help
yeah,
you. Raven mentioned a couple of key areas, guys. You need to have a coach. You should have mentors in your family. It could be your family members, or it could be somebody, your colleagues, but have coaches and mentor and even accountability people. Raven is so important in your life. Man, if you ever see me doing something crazy, you need to say something. Okay, do that. Say
yeah,
something to me.
yeah.
And
Keep going back sometime too.
yeah, buddy, do it.
Yeah.
What we got to do. I love it. Hey guys, thank you so much for being with Raven and I today on the network. She is a wonderful speaker, as you can tell. It's
Oh,
queen
thank
of
you.
conversation, queen of marketing, queen of interviewing people all around the globe. She also has a television network, podcast agency, and also she's an awesome businesswoman, best-selling author, and of course, her talk show host on top of that. And an awesome wife, mommy, and grandmommy as well, I'm sure. So
Yes.
I'm excited about that too as well. I love it. I love
And
it.
Kevin, I do have something for your listeners. I got a free gift for those that
Yeah.
want. Because right now, I am really, since I've turned 75 last week, I've made
Wow.
a decision that I want to help 75, okay, people this year
No,
to
that's
come from
good.
the shadows to the spotlight and to use the power of their voice to make a
Yeah.
difference in this world. So we are adding people to our network, but
Wow.
I really figured out with me what held me back a lot was my
Yeah.
momentum. I had
Right.
the vision, I had the
Yeah.
dreams,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
didn't have the momentum.
Right.
And so I want to offer at least the first five people that book, I'll give
Hmm.
Kevin my calendar,
Hmm.
their momentum breakthrough session with me. We will
Yeah.
go ahead and make sure not only that I talk to you, I'll give you some tips and strategies,
Yeah.
and you'll walk away with my new Momentum Custom
Wow.
GPT that you can just
Wow.
log into. It's like Chat GPT, but better
Yeah. Right.
because it was personally trained by me. And
Right.
we just really made sure that it will talk to you. You'll feel like you're
Right.
talking to a person. It's going to
Right.
hold you accountable each
Yeah.
day. It's going to give you strategies every
Yeah.
day. It's going to ask you questions to find out
Yeah.
more about you so it will know how to get your
Yeah.
momentum up. So,
Oh,
and
I love
Kevin,
it.
you, of course, for being on my show, I'll make sure you get one. Okay, for
Oh, thank
sure.
you so much. I
Or,
appreciate
absolutely. So we're looking for for 5 that are serious, not just curious, and they really want to find out what's holding them back. And of course, at the end, I'll tell you now at the end, if we feel, if and how we feel we can help you, we'll let you know. And we
Yeah.
will make an offer, but you have the option to say yes or no. So I'm
Mhm.
looking for 5 people that really want to step out of the shadows
Right.
into the spotlight. They're tired of just settling. They're
Right.
tired of watching everybody else go by them. And they
Yeah.
know because of the way the world is now, it's pulling their, it's draining them, it's taking away their momentum. I know
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
shut me down for a while. And that's
Yeah.
what made me build this and create
Right.
this Momentum
Right.
GPT. It was from my pain because I was feeling the weight, the heaviness. Oh
Yeah.
my God, what are they talking about? I'm going crazy. I didn't
Yeah.
even, I lost my excitement for getting up. I almost lost
Right.
my excitement for interviewing. I was just kind of going day by day. I don't
Yep.
want you
Yep.
doing this
Mhm.
because we only
Yeah.
have the moment we're in. So
Yeah.
let's make the best of it. Let's live and be the happy people we're meant to be and get your momentum up.
Oh,
That's
I
it. I'm just
love it.
rapping,
I
Raven.
love it, Raven. That's
Raven, the talk
powerful.
show
What?
Maven is zipping it.
Exactly. That's all good. It's all good. That's what we do. We love to talk. So I'm excited about that right there. You mentioned about Les Brown. You got to be hungry, ladies and gentlemen,
There
out
you
there.
go. You got to
You
be
got to be
hungry.
hungry
Yes.
and you got to be sick and tired of being sick and tired.
Sick
Okay.
and
Come on,
tired.
folks.
Yeah.
Hey, man. How many times,
Tired
Raven,
of
have we
being
heard?
toe up from the flow up is what we used to
Yeah,
say.
exactly. How long have we heard about the dog sitting on the nail howling all day? Why don't you just get off the nail? Just get off the nail, you'll be fine. That's ridiculous. We are smarter than that. I hope. Anyway, we
Absolutely.
are smarter than that.
Absolutely.
Hey guys, I appreciate you. Hey, you guys, all you have to do is Google her name. Really, that's all. You get everything there. Just Google her name, and you're going to be amazed. So I want to encourage everybody on the planet that's part of our colleagues, our network. If you have a media, television, you got podcast, all the above, you need to contact Raven to be on your show. Okay, so all my colleagues, you contact her. Contact her to be on your show, guys, as well.
I
So
love it.
I want my folks over in Norway, over in Africa, over in South Africa, over in Asia, all my contacts, guys, you guys contact her. And if you don't have a media, you refer her to somebody else. How about that? You can do that as well.
There you go.
Yeah, referrals still work today. I love it. So it's all about that.
I'm coming out.
Absolutely,
out,
folks. Absolutely. And there's no excuse for that as well. All right. Hey, guys, don't forget to share this out on all your social media platforms. You guys push it out, guys. TikTok is going to eat this alive. I'm sure they're going to love you on this one for sure today. And all the programs, so platforms. But guys, thank you so much for being with us today. We are excited about your journey as well. If you need you got any questions, man, contact us. We'll be glad to answer any questions that you may have as well. Well, Raven Glover, appreciate you so much today.
Oh, Kevin, this has been great. I can't wait to have you on my show. I'm so
we're going to have some fun, and you're always welcome on this network. We got to do that periodically. Man. We just got
to come up with a show with the two of us.
Yeah, man, back to back.
I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, I got about 10 other. I got 10 other podcast names, so we can do whatever we need. We're already coming up.
Let's go, Kevin.
Yeah, well, I love it. One of my favorite ones I love because I actually got an interview with a lady, Dr. Avis up in DC. She was so busy, too busy to come on. I said, Doc, do you have 15 minutes? She said, yes. Went through her publisher and everything and got that done. But I said, what we can do in 15 minutes. That was the show. And she was on and gave us a great.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing. Yeah, we got it done. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. We're going to get right to the jugular vein and hit the question. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. So some people
to my VIP party tomorrow night, right?
I have to look at the calendar. To be honest with you,
yeah,
I saw that. Yeah, I have to look at that calendar because I know we got some other things booked already.
Okay,
but I got to check. Yeah, I just got to check.
Okay.
Yeah, normally, guys, normally I book that calendar about 2 weeks in advance, and we're doing a lot of stuff that we, because the biggest thing, as you know, Raven, is the planning. Is planning everything, and getting it stacked up, that type of thing. So that's the biggest thing. And we work so wonderfully.
Like Obama. I got it.
We just plan it well and make it happen. Unless there's a cancellation or something, we keep it moving, as much as possible.
So, absolutely. Okay.
I'm looking forward to being with you as much as possible in the future. No doubt about that, for sure. All right. Hey, guys, thank you, Raven. Thank you so much. Give love to your family, please. Thank you. Let your husband know. Thank you for your time as well. Hold on a minute, guys. We're going to keep it moving here, and we thank you again. Hey, guys, don't forget to share this out, and we'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye. All right, guys, thank you so much.